Am I okay? Yeah, why? Friend bike crash, not me. I said, I think he broke his collarbone. Looks like his back tyre gave away. It's on film. Tarmac in Japan. I should name the video, rename the video. It's the tarmac in Japan, it's the tarmac. So he posted a video about the crash. Hang on, I'm just going to get some soup. There was some corn in the soup this morning. I should have brought some onions and made my own onion soup. So my friend was riding his bike and we were just talking about getting some new tyres for the bike, or the back tyre. And 30 seconds later, he hit the tarmac. No, it's not me. I think it says friend injured in bike crash. Friend. Sometimes he comes on my live streams. A friend of mine called James. Oh yeah, Doc. Thank you. Hugh James, maybe was a friend of yours. Did you see the guy from, he went to a posh school in England, very posh school, selling drugs in Singapore. Whoever does these countries, if you, when you know the penalty is so severe for doing drugs or dealing in drugs, are you fucking mental? Anyone remember that American kid that was fucking about scratching cars and he got the cane in Singapore? Banged up abroad. No, I haven't seen that one. I get 5 years. Well, I know someone, he got a 5-year sentence. He was released after 12 months on license, and then he fucking started looking for drugs again, so he got kicked out of the country. No, because people admit to crimes they haven't done. If you don't admit to anything, you probably won't get done. There was a black dude on some kind of charges and he wouldn't admit to anything. They knew he'd done it, but they couldn't prove it. So he was let go. Two coppers came to my house the other week. They said I'd dumped some stuff in the street, and he says your name was in an envelope in the bag. And I said I'm not going anywhere. I said that's not enough proof, and sort of just went away with the tail between the legs. Anybody like avocado on toast? I think it used to be about 97%, but I don't think it's that now. All right, Robin. Well, what banged up abroad was did they spend time in lockup? Morning, Taha. If Ryan was locked up in prison, he could chew his way out. That's me fed for the day. Whose podcast? Okay, what's the name of this? What's the name of the podcast? Did you say before? I know there's one on maybe Reddit or something. Hey, geek. Go and try and clean the truck up. Maybe sort a bit of wire, see if I can sell some wire. Going to put the truck underneath the motorway. King of Canto, okay. Does he have many people listening? I just had an idea this morning. I can take Moe in front of Iwama-san's house. You get her to dance in front of Iwama-san's house. Is it the Betty Boop song? I wanna be loved by you and nobody else but you. Do something. You can't bloody touch Iwama. It's fucking mental. He's about fucking 45 kilograms. So I sent my brother an email last night, geek, and he was there at my house for like 8 years. All right, I'll say 7. He reckons he was only there 3 years. So he came out of Borstal, 17, straight into my house. If he's only there 3 years, then he buys the house for £30,000 as a fucking working in a fucking tile shop sales assistant. No, I can't wouldn't do anything like that to Iwama. He's a mental case. I don't want to fucking do anything like that. I can't think of other people to do it too. I was winding him up about sending some money because I knew he wouldn't say. I was surprised to get a reply actually. I sent letters to both of them. And he says he works very hard for his family. I said, well, I fucking saved hard to buy the fucking house you lived in for 8 years, you can't. Yeah, well, something like that wouldn't hurt. But you can't be like fucking tormenting him. Who is Iwama? He's my secret boyfriend. Iwama was the number one YouTuber. He was the number one YouTuber in Iwakura. He had his YouTube channel cancelled, so now I'm the number one YouTuber in Iwakura. Now, like I might have done the odd thing or two, but I think, you know, Ryan's a bit more. He's more likely to get on people's nerves, and so is Daniel. You know, very similar. Trying to cut down on the sody pops today. Okay. Is that I don't know his second name. That's his name, is Samuel. What is it? Sucking someone's cock? I won't fancy being a taste tester in Japan. They've got some strange fucking sandwiches here. There's more like a fucking sausage sucker. There's two sandwiches in Japan. They make little square sandwiches and put them in a cellophane pack. And there's one company that makes it, and they're nice. But there's another company that makes a similar sandwich, same style, but they use fucking shitty ingredients. Yeah, I've never actually had one of those. I'll have to try one. They're not cheap. Hey. Obrigado. I don't know, they just know what these sandwiches that I normally have in England, you know, like pot of meat, tuna, that type of sandwich. Can you get those fruit sandwiches, you know, like with tangerines and cream and strawberries and cream? But when you think about it, it's just like, what is it? You know, like a choux cream or something like that, you know, a pastry with cream inside it. Because it's just bread, so. If you don't donate money, James, I'll buy one. For example, that video I did the other day with Moy, that like cost 1,000 yen. What bottle of whiskey is it, geek? Some fucking strange music on. What does Moy do for a living? I don't know, she told me she got a job, but then she said she was looking for the job. But she's selling stuff on a channel here, like bags, like Louis Vuitton, things like that. Jim Beam. Cheers, you. £138. Looks like the pound's getting strong. That's good. If everything was all right in the world, I think I'd take a holiday in October. But it's not. If you look at the what said 50 million was killed. Do you think 50 million are going to get killed this time around? From the COVID, the Spanish flu 100 years ago. But I guess that 100 years ago, that like the immune systems were very weak after, because it's like 4 years of war and no, you know, people aren't probably getting a proper diet. Well, they haven't got a vaccine for this one at the moment, have they? Then again, they're arguing that it's only killing like 1 or 2%. Yeah, I still don't want to fucking take a chance on it though. Well, when I was a kid, we only got meat at school, and then we went to his grandma's for Sunday dinner. No, they have sandwiches. Me and my mate Andrew Wilson used to fill up on all the potatoes. You know the ice cream scoop. Well, the dinner ladies used to eat your potatoes, mashed potatoes, were like in a scoop like that. Our school meals were actually good. They were nice, and the dinner ladies were nice as well. I think my cousin might be a dinner lady. I've never heard this background music before. I was thinking of something to say. Yeah, looking for that fucking twat Nidgy to turn up, or AKA Walter, AKA Thomas. Yeah, I wouldn't really call it a fancy restaurant. It's like middle of the road. What? And you mean bleeping noises here? Yeah, I don't know if people are getting. In Japan. It took a drop yesterday. One or two went under 1,000. But I am the only one in this restaurant at the moment. Do they have fruit machines? You mean like one-on bandits? No, I think they're in designated places, like game centres, not Not in a, never in a izakaya or a pub. Never had those. And I don't know if that's a legal thing, but they're not in those places. This noise you know, it's the music in the background, the PA system. Yeah, they have beer vending machines, yeah. Well, you mean in the street, yeah, there's some restaurants you can get your own beer. There's a restaurant, a sushi restaurant, you put 500 yen in and you can get a beer by yourself. And once there was a short measure, so I fucking complained to the woman. And I stopped in there 4 or 5 hours one day because the lunchtime staff, they just go home. Yeah, the cans, yeah, you can get the cans. Not as many as there used to be, though. There used to be one just down the road where I live, about 100 metres, but the old guy, he's 94 now, and I think the people maybe used to work for him, they used to they used to get pissed, about 3 or 4 of them, 5 of them, and it was opposite his house or next to his house. Well, no, it won't be, I can't remember now. But anyway, it was more or less at his house, and they were always getting drunk out of the fucking skulls, and so they ended up taking it away. I wonder if there's any real lemon in this lemon soda. Just feel like going home and having a sleep. And a customer came in. That's 2 of us. Anybody watching? There's a new show on Netflix called Project Power. Anybody seen that? Yeah, I think that's been for a while. Ryan and his porno video. I know someone here, another American. They got into writing porn or writing for porn films, and his family abandoned him. I did a party once, and I didn't have the gas, but my father-in-law had a company, and he had some CO2, and so I used the CO2 from the company to power the to power the keg, and then I found out many years later it's a different kind of CO2 for the kegs. This lemon soda is like a new thing. It's only been in for about a month or so. I think I'm drinking too much of it. Yes, I have actually. But when I went to New Zealand, I shipped a lot of stuff to New Zealand like a fucking idiot, and I had this nice music equipment. And someone asked me if they paid me money to fucking be a DJ, and the first sound and the first record I played, and it was like I took a it was a tape, and the tape breaks down. So at the beginning of the song, the tape breaks. I think it was like from a Disney Channel or something like that. So and it went, and it broke down, and everybody started laughing, and then the music started. So I just caught them hook, line, and sinker. But that's the only time I've done it, and I think it gave me like $50, something like that. It was for this. There were like a bunch of skiers at this place. There was a ski party. Lemon Fanta, I don't think I've seen that. I think everybody's doing fucking DJing now because it's, you know, with the it's a lot easier to take music to a fucking a function, yeah. Whereas before they used to take massive speakers, record players, fucking 2 tons of records. Also, Moy was telling me about in Japan there was this guy, and he was selling vinyl records. And but what the thing is, he was selling vinyl records supposedly of like well-known people, for example Elton John, the Beatles, but and then he was just putting any old fucking record inside, which I thought was funny. I think they've got some Fanta here, but I think it's just melon. I knew. What is that first word? Is that a typo? YHRTR? I'm not sure what that is, man. Well, I went to this warehouse and I cleared like fucking hundreds, if not thousands, of records, and I took them to the. I took them to a recycle shop, and I got between 5 yen and 10 yen for each record, so it worked out okay because I got fucking hundreds of the fucking things. And then they would sell them for like 100 yen, something like that. Well, looks like it's going to be hot today. I don't think there's no much importing or exporting of anything at the moment, Richard. Robin. Yeah, it seems strange that they stopped fucking importing things because it said it could be on cardboard. All they got to do is, by the time it came from in whichever country, it's going to die, isn't it? Or they can just wipe it over, when they come into the country. That just seemed very strange. Yeah, I've still got quite a few of those records. Yeah, it was a virus and it's under temperature. That's why they said that the summer was supposed to be killing the virus, the heat. Cookstown, I can't remember. I think there's an airport at Cookstown, like near Mount Cook. I never went anywhere near it. Most of the time I was in South Island. I was like 3 weeks. I was 3 weeks in North Island near Papatoetoe. Then I went down south, or we flew down. Well, I've never heard it, so I don't. The thing is, that's what I don't like about YouTube is they never put normal podcasts. They never put normal YouTubers up front. You've got to scroll and scroll and scroll, and they keep on showing the same fucking YouTube videos of, well-known shows or pieces or compilations, and they don't show like fucking other Japanese broadcasters. Eric Surf 6, sometimes I watch, sometimes he pops up. I went to New Zealand about 4 times, I think. And I was there like 3 times over like 6 months at a time. No, so I think maybe altogether I was 18 months, I think. Because I got like about 2,000 Japanese subs, I think, at that time. 2,000 Japanese subscribers. And if Iwama hadn't got banned and hit by the truck, I might have got the channel might have grown. But the thing is, the channel's not in Japanese, so only a few would watch it.